right, here we go. Episode 27.
Don't even matter because I'm back in the saddle again. Good to be home. Good to be back. Jesus, saddle people. We're
back together again.
Back together again. The gang's all here. I'm done traveling. Well, not really because I got to leave tomorrow. But you know, I'm back. I'm glad to be back. It's good to see you, bro. Look at you. Got clean, greasy. Okay, shining. Everybody shining.
You fresh cut. When the last time you got a haircut before that one?
Nah, you know what? You know what's crazy? I got this cut in Seattle, and it was not what I asked for, but it's going to last me for what I got to go do. So I ain't got to go get a haircut. So I'm good. Motherfucker, bro, this shit was like fully bald. Like he cut this shit down. Like I've never had.
You never had a bald fade?
I mean, I have, but not that bald.
Right.
I feel my fucking brain. So I was like, all right, cool. Well,
he hooked you up.
He hooked me up. And it's gonna last. Cool. Great to be back. Great to see everybody. I'm so glad that I'm here because I was watching and listening to the podcasts, plural, that I was not here for. And I was just getting so sad and so jealous. And I'm just glad to be back. We ain't got no guests today. It's just us. So, you know.
So
here we go.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Okay, we got a lot on the docket. I mean,
oh, Lord.
I mean,
oh man,
Epstein files. I don't want to. We're not experts. We're not political people.
No, we're not.
But you know, I just want to put it out there, like the state of the country, what's going on right now.
All I'm gonna say
for the archives.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with this. Is that day by day, I'm seeing, I mean, we already knew this for those who are really thinking and paying attention. But the world is getting dumber and dumber and dumber by the day. And I'm seeing it. And the thing that's fucked up is that the people who are supposed to be in any sort of position of power or authority are some of the dumbest looking and sounding motherfuckers I have ever seen on the face of this earth. Granted, this whole shit is being run by the biggest dumb of all. I get that. But I swear to God, I was on the way here. I was watching something on television. Well, not on the way, but before I left the house, because I can't be watching shit and driving at the same time. But I was watching something where they had this, where this guy who was an Olympian, who they looking for, there's a $15 million reward on this nigga, selling drugs and fucking orchestrating murders and all kind of shit. And the White House had a press conference on the nigga, and my man, who is the head of the FBI, who looks like the biggest, let me tell you something. I have been around a lot of cokeheads in my life. And let me tell you something. I know a cokehead. When I see one, you ain't got to say a motherfucking word. Between that nigga and Michael Irvin, I can tell.
Michael Irvin?
Yeah, I can tell who is doing the coke. And this nigga is doing all the coke.
First of all,
why are they looking for this nigga? He not gonna be able to do coke no more if that's what they trying to stop. It's insane. The look on this nigga face, bro. They had this nigga in memes. I swear, when I find the memes, I'm gonna send them to you and we're gonna put them up so you can just see how this nigga look. I have seen too many people, including myself, very, very high on cocaine. And this nigga is high on cocaine.
Look, it's funny you say that because you've been on the road. We sent each other about 1,000 memes.
A billion memes.
And at least 100 of the bitches was Michael Irvin coked up. Like, look at this one. Look at this one.
Yo.
Oh, shit on the sideline. But
I'm telling you, man.
That's wild.
It is insane.
But your boy, FB, he is, first of all, it's the combination. It's the combination.
Tell the truth. We already
it's the combination
in the
of
Epstein files.
stupidity with cocaine.
Yeah.
That is, like, it's almost glorious to watch if it wasn't so sad. If it wasn't, like, to the detriment of the whole country, it would be entertaining.
This is how I know everybody is doing cocaine. because of the audacity of the shit that they are doing and the shit that they are saying in public.
Right.
Because you obviously do not fucking care about what you look like, who you say what about. You don't fucking care.
Right.
They had the nigga in the Oval Office pass the fuck out, and Donald Trump just stood there and looked at the nigga.
He didn't even look at him.
And I don't think
looking at the camera. No,
he kept looking at the camera.
Right.
All of these motherfuckers are on cocaine, bro. They all are. And I cannot understand why nothing has been done about any of it. I cannot understand why the people of this country, not the fucking MAGA ones, but the ones who have sense, why haven't we stormed the Capitol? It's more of us. It's more of us.
Well,
hold on. It's more of us than it is them. You know, and if there's power in numbers, and if all we have to do is organize and get ourselves together, why isn't? I mean, I obviously know some of the obvious reasons, but there are
you
definitely
want to go Marcus Garvey on them.
Right. I mean, as much as I'd like to,
right?
You know, I can't, and we can't as a people. But what I don't understand is why is it that we cannot figure out a way to organize and put things together so that we can go and storm the Capitol, not the way that they did it, because that's uncivilized. But there's got to be another way, because what I'm seeing is just all of these fucking people are high as shit. They are high as the fuck. They are fucking high. Like the shit that come out these people's mouth. Like, you got to be fucking high as hell. I can't say it no other way. Y'all niggas is high.
Like James Brown, I'm motherfucking CNN.
Bro, let's talk about some music.
So, let's stay here for a second.
No.
You know who else was high? You know who else was high? The Nazis. They were all on amphetamines. They were all high too. They were all methed up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. History is repeating itself. It's repeating itself, bro.
Point.
If these niggas was high and doing that shit, fucking my man in North Korea, I know that nigga getting high because he get whatever the fuck he want when he want for whatever reason he say he want it. So he get so this dumb motherfucker is following suit. He's got to be following suit because everybody else, they on camera sweating, white people sweating, fucking mascara coming in. Bitch, you ain't crying. This other nigga, the fucking FBI nigga.
Because you can't cry. Your face frozen. You can't cry if you wanted to.
I really hope you get a close-up of me when I do this. But the other nigga from fucking the FBI, this nigga look like this. Look, the nigga like this, you can see the tops of the white of his eyes. You getting high. You are high.
The only person that looked like that naturally is Mike Tomlin. Just putting that out there. Some people just got bug eyes.
Well, no,
but your boy got a problem.
But he got a problem.
But speaking of being high, Rick James. So now this is a segue.
Okay.
So Eddie Murphy documentary.
Anyway.
So, we all know the famous Charlie Murphy, Dave Chappelle skit, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I found it funny. Eddie Murphy was like, yeah, the shit was funny, but that was just a day. He was like, every day was like that.
Tuesday.
He was like, every day was like that.
That shit is crazy.
Wild.
That shit is fucking crazy, man. I tell you what, I urge anybody that's a fan of Eddie Murphy.
Great documentary, by the way.
To go and see that documentary because it is fucking amazing. And we've all wanted Eddie Murphy to come back and do some stand-up.
Bro, if he did it with the puppets, that would be the most amazing shit.
And look, we don't care about no spoiler shit. I'm not doing no more spoiler shit on this show because when we got something to talk about, we gonna talk about it. So from henceforth, y'all need, whoever's listening and watching, y'all need to know that if we start talking about some shit you ain't seen, just shut it off until you see it, and then come back because you're gonna see the shorts. You're gonna see we gonna have it out here. But I'm telling you, this motherfucker, when he said something about it in the documentary, I fell out laughing. I was like, yo, that would be so fucking hilarious to see. Cause his
impersonations of both of them.
Cosby
right.
impersonation isn't the best that I've seen, but in terms of mind to
the
mouth,
best caricature.
It's the best character. That's exactly what I was going to say. It is the best I have ever seen. And if he do Bill and Richard together,
God, fucking hilarious.
That is a conversation that I think everybody in the world wants to see, whether it's a real conversation or not. I would love to see the two of those motherfuckers talking from the mind of Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
And he had the Paul Mooney one too.
That was the one that fucked me up.
He had the Paul Mooney fucking puppet too. Yeah. So like if there's that, oh shit. This shit's gonna be fucking crazy.
He's gotta do it. I mean it's Eddie Murphy one-man show with him with the puppets doing the fucking voices.
And you know what? I respect the fact that he hasn't done stand-up for a long time, because people have been asking, they want him to do it. You know the nigga funny.
He's probably
his reasoning is just, I don't fucking feel like it. And you know what? That is an honorable fucking reason, and that is that is justifiable coming from him. If he don't feel like doing it, he don't feel like doing it. He done made us laugh for how long? 40-something years. He's been making us laugh. And he ain't had no drug problems. He might have had that little situation, but hey, that shit's over with
Hollywood.
Now.
But see, that's why he had to move to Jersey. He was like, I get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. So, you got to do what you got to do, man. But shout out to Eddie Murphy, man, because
genius, man. And that's we don't throw that word around.
We don't throw that word around lightly, but we know one when we see one, just like we know cokeheads when we see one. So
precisely,
you know what I'm saying? That's some real shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a short break.
I had to recoup for that. That was
that's
wild.
Some funny shit. We'll be right back after these messages. Do not go anywhere. This is the Shadow People. I am Nigel Hall, and I'm back in the studio. Yay!
I'm Derrick Freeman. We the Shadow People,
and we got the DA, and we will be back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nigel Hall.
Derrick Freeman.
We are back with the Shadow People.
Shadow People.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man, a lot went down. You've been gone for 2 months.
I have been gone for 2 months. I went to, first I went to Europe. Mm-hmm. And I did Europe, and I tried to get in as much as I could, pause with Europe. And then, it's just crazy because trying to make plans to do anything over here from Europe, it fucks with your sleep. And I just realized how much I need sleep.
Yeah.
And so amidst the traveling, I did the best I could. So I apologize for not being here as often as I could have been. But I'm back here now. I just got to leave tomorrow for a week, and then I'll be home for a little while. But I did Europe. I went to Australia 3 weeks ago, and then I went to Tokyo, which was amazing. I love Tokyo, and the people in Tokyo love lettuce. So I don't know if this podcast is reaching anybody in Tokyo, but shout to y'all in Tokyo, because y'all really made us feel very, very good and very, very welcome and very, very appreciated. It's rare that we get to go and play places that make you feel like you want to be feeling when you show up there.
Speaking of that, how did you feel when you got back? Because I know when I land in the States, particularly, it really depends on where I land in the States, but like if I'm coming from Europe for a long time and land in the States, I always get that, like, as soon as I hear one of them American accents or like I see somebody doing some dumb shit, which is pretty much upon arrival, I get that feeling of like, what's that feeling? Describe that feeling. You know what I'm talking about.
Angst.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I got back from Europe,
you went to Hawaii, so you got to...
Well, I went to Hawaii, but watch this. I got back from... Jamie, my wife, came to London to visit me. and we stayed in London for a couple days because I played at Ronnie Scott's for those 2 nights, right? And when we flew back from London to New Orleans, and we had to go through Atlanta and through customs, we knew immediately we was back in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was motherfuckers yelling and screaming and all kind of fucking bullshit. It's just you could feel. This is what I was saying in the last segment. Is you can feel the angst and the anxiety amongst the people in this country,
and the dumbassery.
And the dumbassery is really starting to affect the attitude of people in this country, and. Now, so then I went to Australia. I went to Tokyo. I spent a week in Hawaii. I don't even consider Hawaii a part of this country because if you live in fucking Hawaii, that was the first time I had ever been to Hawaii. And if you live in Hawaii, then you shouldn't have nothing to fucking bitch about. You can be homeless. You can have $1 million, but you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. Because Hawaii is the most peaceful fucking place. You don't have nothing to worry about unless a fucking volcano erupt and that lava burn on your ass. That's the only thing you need to be worried about. But other than that, ain't nobody got shit to say in Hawaii but aloha. Because them motherfuckers is happy as shit. Because they are so far removed from what's going on in this in this part of the country. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's I think that it's really cool that they live the life that they live over there and the way that they do it. And yes, it's America, but it don't really seem like it at all. Mm-hmm. And so I go from Hawaii to San Francisco. The band stayed in Hawaii. I went to San Francisco. Shout to Otis McDonald. I went and recorded some of my record at his studio, and I had a great time. But man, I'm telling you, San Francisco's a dirty motherfucker, boy.
Oh yeah.
And after seeing all these places that really take their cleanliness, like you go to Tokyo, there's this you can eat off the street,
right?
In Tokyo,
Switzerland.
In Switzerland, you can eat off the street, nigga. I was in the Tenderloin.
Nah. The street might eat you.
You know what I said? Yeah, exactly. You know what I said to Joe? I said, if the Lord decide that he ready to power wash the world, he need to start with this motherfucking street. Because I swear to God, bro, listen, Hyde Street, and let me just be clear. The entire country is dirty. Okay, we know that, and it's run by dirty thinking people. So as the man thinking, so is he. But where I recorded at is one of the most prestigious buildings of recording on the planet. Okay, it's the old Wally Hyde Studios, which is now called Hyde Street Studios, where all of Herbie's greatest records was recorded. That's where I recorded. I recorded in that same room. Fucking anything though. Pointer Sisters, fucking Santana, Abraxas, some Grateful Dead was there, but I ain't on that. So and all kind of, and I don't care who don't like it. Okay, this is my motherfucker. This is our fucking shit. Okay, so now, but when you walk in there and it's just, you just surrounded and it's just like, oh shit moment. But the second you walk out that motherfucker, boy, I'm telling you, look, when I was doing coke, I used to score from the Tenderloin. So I'm aware of,
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of what
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is this loin you speak of? Huh?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, nigga. But yeah, it's like you walk out and it is a completely different place.
Yeah.
And it lends to the magic of that area and the music that comes from it. Now, I don't know what the Tenderloin looked like in 74, but I can only imagine.
I don't really look like in the 90s, though.
It did definitely not how it looked in 2025.
Yeah, Jesus.
And you think about it, the 90s was 30 fucking years ago, right? Bro.
I know, it's crazy.
Bro, I am tired of thinking about time.
San Francisco perception is a motherfucker. Because like people got a perception of New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Let's just talk about black places. People got a perception of New Orleans, Chicago, Oakland,
Detroit.
But the only place we ever got robbed was fucking San Francisco.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? The only place they got like
very true.
Fucking homeless people everywhere smoking great weed, by the way, which is crazy.
Yeah, but
all the homeless people got sour diesel and shit. You ever notice that? You walk past the motherfuckers, you like, wait a second.
It's like, did you get that with a WIC card?
Who is your guy? Wait a second.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but that's how you get lost in the Tenderloin. It's because you start asking them homeless people.
Exactly. Next
thing you know.
But that's my point. Is like
you and Gator from Jungle Fever.
I've been in way more dangerous situations in San Francisco than I've been in New Orleans. But when you look at when they show San Francisco on TV, it's the Golden Gate Bridge. It's white people. It's full house. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what you see.
And I'm like, that's not what San Francisco looks like.
Perfect Strangers was Chicago, I think.
That's not what San Francisco looks like. It don't look like full house.
It don't look like.
They got them neighborhoods for sure, but no.
You know what? I've even been to that hill where they shoot that shit at. I seen that very hill like recently, and it don't look like that.
Yeah,
it don't look nothing like that. You know,
and
again, I don't want people watching to think that we dissing San Francisco.
No.
Because I tell you what, I love San Francisco. I love the whole fucking vibe and Oakland and that whole Bay Area. And I don't get to go there as much as I want to. So, you know, the whole vibe out there, that's my shit. And if I had some money, I would be living out that motherfucker.
Check it out there. So I actually stayed in San Francisco during the pandemic because it was half price.
I thought you was in L.A.
No, I was in San Fran the whole time. I was going to L.A. for them sessions and shit, but whatever. But I stayed in San Fran for like 5 months during the pandemic because it was cheap. This is my only opportunity to do it. Yeah. But I love
to do it now.
I'm going to San Francisco in January. So the people in the Bay Area that are listening or watching this podcast, make sure you come check us out at the Chapel in San Francisco, January 23rd, Soul Brass Band. That's right. Please. I'm plugging myself. I don't ever do that on this podcast.
Do that. That's what we got.
Speaking of San Francisco, that's how much I love it. I'm actually going back. So we don't want to be misconstrued. We're just talking about, you know, San Francisco's a real fucking place. That's why
it's a real place.
That's why they had a bunch of real recordings made there.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, OJ came from there. You know, so it's San Francisco thugged out. Y'all cheat. You know when I really learned that?
He also ended his career there.
No, Danny, Drew, y'all can speak to this. Because this is the thing about San Fran. It's like New Orleans, we get spoiled, you know, because like in New Orleans, the fans of New Orleans shit are universally fans of all New Orleans shit. Meaning this, like, if you love New Orleans music, you also love the New Orleans Saints, right? And the other shit about New Orleans. It's not like that other places. Because like, I had been to San Francisco in abundance of times as a musician, right? Playing gigs, fucking loving it, falling in love with it. But then I went one time as a football fan. I went to the stadium. That's a different San Francisco.
It's a different place.
Like,
it's a different
like y'all don't come to the jazz shows, son. This is like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
buddy.
So that's when I really learned, like, this ain't, because for me, the first 10 years I was going there, I had a Pollyanna view of what it was.
Right.
It's, you know, you just coming to play a gig, you stand in Japantown or some nice part of, you know, you don't know.
The Kabuki.
Right, you know. And then you go, you know, you go to some other parts and you're like, holy shit, this reminds me of home.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I've definitely had some times in San Francisco, and good and bad. And I don't know, man. I really think that there's something special about it. But so anyway, like you say, I went from San Francisco back to Hawaii to play a gig in Kona on the Big Island, which was actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed those people. And it was a gig that at a place that we would normally not ever play, but it turned out to be one of the best gigs we ever did at a place called Willie's Hot Chicken. Right? It's
like
crazy.
On Frenchman Street.
Yeah, it's one on Frenchman Street, but this is a different thing. Turned out to be a really good gig. So from there, then we went to Seattle and we played 4 nights at Jazz Alley, which was, you know, it had its challenges, but it was good. But
Seattle's another place that's misconcepted.
What, Seattle?
Yeah, as people think Seattle's differently than it actually is too.
I
mentioned
say this.
Interesting characters in Seattle.
Yeah, well, you know, Unc is from Seattle.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say which Unc because I don't want to. I just don't feel like no smoke. I mean, I could say.
Just don't.
I'm gonna say it, and we're gonna bleep it out just so that I can be clear on who I'm talking about. But I'm talking about.
I knew I knew who you were talking about.
Right. And
Danny met him. Both y'all.
You met? Yeah, you met
his uncle that was at Tampa Tim's parties.
You remember my uncle?
He was at one of
Tampa Tim's party.
Yeah, his uncle lived in Tampa.
I didn't play the one. I didn't play the one.
You were
on the gig.
It was the one.
Bro.
He wasn't on the gig where his uncle came.
Okay.
Yeah, his uncle.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny. His uncle just randomly.
I don't remember much about those parties.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
yeah, that was my point.
Yeah,
but yeah, because he lives in Tampa now.
Anyway,
so I went up there with him one time, and it was just. So we went to a Seattle Seahawks game. It was the Seahawks and the Raiders. And it was the first time I had ever been in that stadium, and that stadium is loud than a motherfucker. And again, like you said, there are different motherfuckers. It is a different Seattle when you go to the football game.
That's the
and you know what? That's a great point because when I go to the Saints games, it's the same New Orleans in there.
Bunch of musicians, exactly.
It's the same thing, and I'm going to. I'm taking the boys to the Saints game when they come here, and we're gonna go sit with Whistle and everything. We gotta go and shout to Whistle too. We gotta stop by his. Podcast.
Well, he wants us.
I know he want to.
Monday we're gonna go. Well, when you come back, we're going on together.
Okay, good.
For like okay. I've been doing segments on there.
Yeah. I've been listening, and
we gotta go together.
I think we need to.
Shout out to the Money. Shit, what's the name of it? God damn it, I'm sorry.
It's Jamie Bernstein.
It's the Only Good Vibes Network.
Yeah.
And they have a few different shows on that. It's Jamie Bernstein, Leroy Mitchell, Whistle Monster. Make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, but it's the same New Orleans in the dome and outside of it.
Exactly.
But in other places, I've noticed the only other football stadiums that I've been to Candlestick. In
Candlestick was rough, dog.
That shit was crazy. But I went for a baseball game, not a football game. I've been to Seattle. I've been obviously to FedEx Field, and I've been to the Dome, and those are the only real four that I can think of right now that I've been in. That's got some, because got some fucking characters.
Philly was wild.
No, I ain't never been. I've been to Philly, but I don't need.
We were in Philly in the snow.
We
beat them too. It was bad because
speaking of football,
right?
Tulane,
shout out to Tulane.
Yeah, shout out to Tulane.
The only good team in the state. Putting that out there. Sorry. Facts.
Hey, man, I can't argue with you. Because I'm telling you right now, at this point, and I hate to even say this, but I think I'm rooting for Philly for the rest of the year. I'm not that I even hate to say it, but but you know,
I understand.
And I'm no means leaving my two, which are the Saints and the Redskins, but
yeah,
it is a sad situation in all of football right now. Truthfully, this is a really sad season. I think.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of funny shit going on. Well, what Cam say is a bunch of funny style shit going on that is not befitting of what we know as the NFL. So there's just a lot of shit. The Saints are 2-8. I talked to Ivan the other day, and Ivan said,
irrational.
"Yeah, we got a ball. we got a bye week. At least we know we ain't losing.
Right, we ain't losing nobody."
That shit had me laughing. But they 2-8. The Redskins are 3-8. And I'm a little beside myself, and I pray that it gets better, but it's probably not. So I'm going to root for the Eagles to win this year. I'm rooting for them, and thoughts and prayers.
Sounds good. We'll take another little break because I want to pivot.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about
some other shit. We'll be right back.
We got to bring the DA in on this one.
Yeah, Come on in.
See y'all later. Shadow people.
Shadow people.
We're back. It's just opinions.
I mean, yeah, but they don't know that. That's what I'm saying. We live in a society that's dumb as the fuck. So they don't realize that people are allowed to have opinions. And people, you know, the conversations you have with people need to be conversations where you agree. You can't have a conversation with somebody that disagree with you. Otherwise, you will be, you know, chastised and canceled and given a scarlet letter because you don't think the way everybody else think. And that's why people got to be so careful with what you have to say. But I really, really think that if we lived in a society where, at least right now, one way we could start fighting is saying, fuck that. Say what the fuck is on your mind. Because that way, even if you wrong, somebody can correct you and you can see a different way. We're not supposed to all think the same. Right. We're not supposed to all be fucking robots, bro. I'm supposed to have a different opinion than you. That's what makes me individual, and that's why you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would we be if we all wore the same fucking shirt and said the same phrases and we would live in fucking Brooklyn.
North Korea.
Or Brooklyn.
Oops.
Williamsburg.
Wow. Yeah. You
Again, I'm sorry. Don't you know? No, I'm not sorry.
You're not wrong.
Because I'm fucking right.
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
So I mean, it's just crazy to me how we think that. I'm tired of agreeing with motherfuckers that I don't agree with motherfuckers that ain't right. First of all, I don't agree with that, and I say what the fuck, and then I get looked at. Oh, this nigga angry, and this, that, and the other.
Right,
well, no, I'm right, and you are actually angry that I'm right, and that I put your ass on blast. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm done doing that. I'm tired of we all have a platform to help us all learn. Like, we should all be in a season of learning rather than just fucking agreeing just for the sake of. Now look, I'm not gonna fucking I'm not leading a whole bunch of horses to water trying to make them drink. That ain't what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I have something to say, especially if I know that it's right, I'm gonna fucking say it. And if you don't like it, then that's on you. Yeah. That's on you. At the end of the day, when the trumpets sound, you know, I'm gonna be where the fuck I'm supposed to be. So,
hallelujah.
Look,
hallelujah. Speaking of having some shit to say, I've been waiting for you to come back. I mean, we brought it up on the podcast a little bit in real time because we had to talk about it. D'Angelo passing. Yep. But now that it's been some time, you back, and now that I see that there's tributes coming out. I am very curious as to what you think about that. I noticed you're not on any of them.
Yep, and it's for good reason.
Danny, are you on any D'Angelo tributes?
I'm not. Are there any in town?
I really hope not.
I haven't seen anyone posting about that, but you never know.
Please don't. If you're thinking about it, let's just don't do that.
Well, look, this is what I think about it. I have seen a massive outpouring of condolences and support for his family and things like that. And I'm a huge fan of D'Angelo. I wouldn't be the vocalist or musician that I am if it weren't for D'Angelo. Voodoo changed my life. Brown Sugar, for that matter, changed my life. His live performances, the things that he did as a musician while he was here with us on this earth. He was our Sly.
Yeah.
Okay. I really truly feel like, as that musician who was inspired by him, I really feel like I do not want to be one of the ones to botch or disrespect or shit on his music. And I'm not saying that anybody that does a D'Angelo tribute is doing that. I'm really not. I want you to really hear what I'm saying. But one thing that I've noticed after his passing is that there are a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, he was the most inspirational person in my life," and da 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 da, and oh, he changed and the direction of music and blah 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 blah. But a lot of these people are the same people that were calling him crackhead when he was getting arrested and when he was going through the things that he was going through. Now, I'm not saying everybody is, but I'm noticing that there were a lot of people who had something to say about him when he was going through his drug shit and getting arrested and whatnot. And then when he died, they wanted to be, oh, this, that, and the other, and oh, now you want to give him his fucking flowers.
Yeah, that's weird.
That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
It really, really does. Now, there are a few people who I know that have done some things and some publications about D'Angelo and how he's affected their lives. And I know the real ones when I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I spoke on one of the podcasts.
Right.
But it was all, everybody on that spoke on that is people you personally love. So I know,
exactly.
But whatever, that's neither here nor there.
What I don't understand, first of all, it's the need to be first.
Right.
The day that he passed away, I will tell you that I got a text from someone, I can't say who, but I got a text and I knew before all of y'all knew that he was gone. And
I feel like you told me.
I told you.
But I'm just saying,
the people that were close to me.
No, but I'm saying I heard it from you first is what I'm saying.
Right. So I found out, and out of respect, I didn't say nothing until I saw that the cat was out of the bag. And all I said,
Questlove was the first person I saw. Yeah.
R.I.P. D'Angelo. I put up I follow Essence Magazine, and they put up a thing that had D'Angelo, and they had the dates on there and that's all I did. But there were a lot of people who went fucking absolutely bananas on this shit, and it's because the people feel like they got the need to be first and the need to be the one to say, oh, put this persona out, whereas they were inspired and whatnot. When I can immediately go back, in their thread and say, wait, you called him a crackhead this day,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It really makes me feel like legacy. The legacy of us as black men is at stake, because there's so many people that say one thing and mean a completely different thing, and you have to decipher that. And you have to read into what people say
in real time sometimes.
And in real time.
Yeah.
And that is what the fuck I'm talking about. It's really disheartening to know that I travel and I do as much as I do, and I wear myself out for people sometimes. And the legacy that I leave behind for my children is going to be at stake, or it's going to be, what's the word? It's going to be, I can't think of the word because this motherfucker playing the goddamn drums.
Shout out to Doug Below.
They're recording the D'Angelo tribute.
But you know what I'm saying, man. Right. It's just a lot, and I really think that people should just really be clear about their intentions.
Yeah. And
rest in peace to D'Angelo and his family, but really, really fucking, if you're in terms of the tributes, because that's I hadn't gotten to that yet.
Just the thing about that, to me, it's like, D'Angelo he's my age. He wasn't old, right? So It's like he still has contemporaries, a lot of them.
Right.
And most of them band leaders in their own right. Like the Soul Aquarians and all those people all have their own bands. So I'm like, if those people aren't doing tributes to him, the people that actually toured with him and recorded with him,
Right.
Then why we feel the need. See what I'm saying? Like it's a weird juxtaposition. Like, I say this and we have a Tribe Called Quest cover band, but Tribe Called Quest don't exist. They don't tour no more, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fife died, it's a different thing. Right. And when they came back for a little while, when they had their comeback record or whatever, we questioned the validity of that.
Right.
I mean, that's why we pivoted to doing tributes to other stuff, Outkast, because they're not coming back, shit like that. What I'm saying is, so I'm not trying to be hypocritical about what I'm saying.
Right.
It's just, but D'Angelo's contemporaries are all just still here. That's kind of how I feel about Mita's tributes. I'm like, well, George Porter lived down the street. I think there's
certain people too.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't need you to do that.
There's like certain artists who it's just really hard to
Prince, there's certain shit you're like.
It's like the tribute needs for it to be that thing. It needs to be that artist. You know what I mean? It's not like a band where you're like you can sort of play the songs
or at least
in your
some
own way
elements of that.
Elements. That's what I'm saying. The people that play with them.
But like. Yeah, it's like without like that presence though. You know, that's presence on stage and like that certain. Just it's like such a unique, specific thing to D'Angelo,
right?
That it's not the same as like you could do like a Beatles tribute, and then you could play the songs however you want to play them. It's like
that's
and you can kind of just pull it off. But like with that,
the Beatles have been defunct for
it's such
50
like
years.
It's not really like you just do your own version of D'Angelo, or you like just have someone coming up there and just singing the words, but like. If you aren't really pulling it off, it's like, what's the point in even doing that? Just go listen to the record.
It's the very reason that I've yet to do a George Duke tribute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be the one who claims to be his biggest fan and then go up there and botch it. Even though I know I can do it, I don't want to even be thinking about that.
Right.
I have way too much respect for George Duke and his music and what it has done for me to go up in front of people with a bunch of goddamn keyboards that I can't play a quarter good as he can. I can do what I can do. Now, I might go into the studio and do some shit, but I can do it in the studio. Okay? I'm gonna go on record and say that. But I don't want to be the one. Don't call me to do a D'Angelo tribute because I don't want to be I can go up there and I can go up there and sing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As obviously, he's an inspiration to me in terms of a vocalist and a pianist. But I don't want to be the one. I am too focused on what God has given me to give to you. I don't want to, and that right there should be the catalyst as to why you shouldn't do D'Angelo tributes, because D'Angelo was too concerned with what God had given him to give to us. And if at the very thing you need to do a tribute to yourself. Tribute yourself. This should be a lesson that we ain't got fucking time to be doing tributes for other people. If you are an artist and you are a creator, then you better get creating, because these crackheads are in office right now. These cokeheads are telling us what we can and cannot do. We got computers that are making music for us now. So you better get in your fucking mind and tribute yourself and tribute whatever God or whatever you believe is bigger than you has given you. And you better fucking do you, because you could blink and not be here no more. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That nigga died. He was 50 years old when he died. My mother was 50 years old when she fucking died. Okay? I don't have time. I do not want to be in the studio, or I do not want to be on a show not doing something that isn't original and that isn't from me. Yeah, granted, look, we do covers and shit like that, and that's fine, and we can do that, and crowd likes covers and shit like that. But the majority of what I'm going to be presenting, unless there is a big fucking check, and there ain't no check really big enough at this point in my life,
right,
to go and do Stevie Wonder tributes. And granted, Stevie Wonder is one person. He's the only exception because he's still here. And if anybody deserves their fucking flowers while they're here on this earth, it's Stevie fucking Wonder.
Absolutely.
Okay? I will say that. Okay? But don't get me wrong. Anybody watching, I ain't trying to do no Stevie Wonder unless you got some money. And I still don't want to do it. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
we'll take that money to do the Wiz though. We are
right.
just
right.
you out there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right. We're definitely gonna do a Wiz show one day.
Take the money
one
for
day
that.
we could do that. Yeah. Absolutely. But it's just important to me, man. Like me personally, I have been working on original music, and I've been coming up with original music, and it makes me feel really good to know that that part of my brain still works. Mm-hmm. I've gone through some really traumatic shit in the past 4 years and 9 months. 4 years and 9 months of sobriety. And there's a lot of things that I thank you. There's a lot of things that I'm learning still about myself. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that that part of me that wants to create is not piggybacking off of something else like I used to, because I was afraid to see what was behind the door of who I am as a person.
Right.
And that thing is starting to show itself, and it's starting to grow, and it's starting to grow so rapidly that I can't suppress that anymore. Mm-hmm. I can't, and I don't want to. Now, if you really want to, I want y'all to hear this. If you really want to tribute D'Angelo, if you really want to tribute people like Michael Jackson and Prince and Stevie Wonder, let the influence that those people gave you,
there you go,
influence your music,
right,
and your creativity, so that you can really tribute the people who you want to tribute. And give them their flowers by doing something of your own. Don't you think Stevie Wonder's tired of hearing people sing Superstition and My Cherie Amour and fucking his shit up? Yeah. Don't you think Michael Jackson and Prince are rolling over in their fucking grave right now because of the fucking debaucherous tributes?
Stop. See, last night, so it won't be last night when you watch this, but on Dancing with the Stars, they had a Prince night. Mm-hmm. And they were remixing Prince's songs, making some of them like techno songs.
He wouldn't have had that.
No, not a fucking chance in hell. So I was like, he'd
have blew that fucking place up.
Right. So it was crazy to me that like what happens with these estates. Like, yeah, they were, I guess the Mouse owns Prince shit now, or some of it, because they're fucking using it on Dancing with the Stars. The motherfuckers is remixing and butchering Prince songs. Man, motherfuckers is dancing the cha-cha to it.
It's just insane to me. It's insane to me how all of these.
But that's what you're talking about protecting. That goes back to like protecting the black
legacy.
Yeah,
protecting people's legacy.
Yeah.
It baffles me how much people can put time into wanting to do these tributes for people. Now look, I'm not saying that I haven't done tributes before, because I have. I've done them because, and here are the reasons that I've done them. I've done them to educate people about certain, like if I do a tribute for somebody, it's gonna be something that don't nobody do. I've done the Crusaders tribute. I haven't seen anybody do any Crusaders tributes. I've done Ozzy Brothers tributes. I haven't seen anybody do Ozzy Brothers tributes, but I've only done them because they educate people into who I am as a person. You know, I've done Herbie Hancock tributes. Those are very hard to do, and I'll probably never do another one of those.
You know what I want you to do?
What?
Luther Vandross.
Okay, maybe it'll happen. I don't know, but maybe I'll just write an album.
There you go.
That's like Luther. Which I'm kind of doing, so I'm glad you said that. But I'm in the process right now of doing a record that is solely based on like 1982. So that's what I'm trying to do. Is I want to educate people through my music. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about I just care about the music. The music is the only thing that's important to me, and I really feel like people are murking the waters with all of these tributes. But the thing about D'Angelo, I'm just for me personally, mm-hmm. like because I'm the same age as him, right? So it's like I'm not saying he's a contemporary, because I see him as somebody I learn from and look up to and mm-hmm. inspired to be musically, but because we're the same age,
I can hear all his musical inspirations. We inspired by the same people.
Exactly.
So for me to honor him is to do exactly what you said. For me to take my influences, which are his influences,
right,
and make music out of that.
right.
To lift everything up as all together. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the important thing about this shit. If you're gonna do a fucking tribute to anybody, do it while these people are fucking alive.
Right.
So that they can know for a surety that they have done something for you, that they have done something to change your life. You know? I've talked about doing Patrice Rushen tributes because I love Patrice.
And she would love that.
And I would have her a part of it.
Yeah.
Because she's alive. She can walk out on the stage and I can kneel at her feet and give her the flowers that she so eloquently deserves. That's what you do. You fucking tribute people while they're fucking here to get the due that they are fucking deserve. Because so many people have done so much for us that have given their fucking lives for us. And we don't say nothing about thank you until they gone. We call them all kind of names. We call them weird. We call them all of this shit, and we look at their fucking history and say, oh, they did this, they did this, they did this. But then when they die, now you got something to say about it. I swear to God, if I find out anybody doing any Nigel Hall tributes when I'm gone, I will haunt the fuck out of you. I swear to God, I will make the rest of your life
I'm gonna do a Nigel Hall's tribute. It's just gonna be all stand up. It's just gonna be stand up comedy.
Because I always wanted to be a fucking comedian anyway. So that's, you know.
But no, what you're saying, that reminds me of when Lauryn Hill brought out Roberta Flack. That was a perfect example of what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I remember that moment. That was shit. That was 25 years ago.
That is the type of shit that make you cry. That is the type of shit that really, really makes you see that it is an actual tribute. I tribute this to you because you have done something for me personally. I can't say to D'Angelo now, thank you for teaching me what you taught me through this music in different ways and how to say what I want to say. You know, I can't go to, listen, when George Duke was alive, I knelt to him and gave him the flowers that he so deserved because he was there to get them. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really think that you as an artist should work on your own music and make your own music the tribute to the people who inspire you. Because as musicians, regardless of how old you are, we all have a childlike mind, and that mind absorbs so much knowledge and so much music, and there's so many things that will inspire you as a musician. So why not use that? Why not let that be the catalyst to why your music is dope? Why not let that be the catalyst to why your music only sounds like your shit? That's how you develop your own fucking sound. You know?
That's it.
Take the horn out your mouth.
Put a pin on it. Put a pin in that one. You dropped about 19 bars.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. It just makes me. It really, like, I get it now. It took me a while to get it because I used to be one of those people. That's why I feel like I can say what I'm saying about this. Because I used to be one of those people. I used to go in my studio all the time and just do covers. I used to. Half of my set list was for fucking half of my set list when I had the Nigel Hall band was fucking Frankie Beverly and Maze tunes.
Yeah, well, we know.
You know, they're fucking fun to do. Yeah. You know, but at the same time,
you've been clowning for years.
Oh yeah, and look,
no, I'm just saying,
and
but
that's
nobody
great.
else is pulling it off.
And
though.
that is great. That is great that I've been clowned for it because what it's done, and this goes back to me having the conversation about, you know, we don't all need to agree about things.
Right.
Like I had a different mindset then, but because of people clowning me for doing things like that, it made me see, oh, well, I need to really go back in and really evaluate my shit so I can write. There's no excuse why I haven't written a song that's like Maze or that's like George Duke, or that's like fucking D'Angelo, or that's like James Brown, because I'm fucking influenced heavily by all of these people. So there's no reason why I shouldn't have original music that reflect those influences. And now I have been working diligently, and that's all I've been doing is in the studio working on my own music, my own lyrics, my own vibe, so that y'all can actually hear these tributes that y'all want to see me do so well, but y'all going to see it through my shit. I'm tributing myself because listen, if I'm gone, that's all you're going to have. So I want my legacy to be solidified through, I want you to, when I'm gone, I want y'all to say that nigga did that shit and he did it the way he wanted to do it. And yes, while I have records out with covers and stuff on them and shit like that, that's part of my growth. That's that's when you're young and you're doing your own shit and you're trying to figure it out, you gotta go there. You gotta figure out some shit that you and other people know so you can get them in and so you can pull them in. Mm-hmm. Now that I feel like I've pulled enough people in, I ain't pulled everybody and I don't want to pull everybody, but I want to pull enough people in so I can say, hey man, here are all of my influences, but this is how all of those taste in this jambalaya, in this gumbo. This is how it all tastes. And you know the shit tastes good. So...
Okay, when we start making gumbo and jambalaya references, music, that's when it's time to end the podcast. But I do love and appreciate you, and I'm with you on that, though. Normally I would go ham on that, but as you actually made me accept that. I'm gonna accept the gumbo jambalaya, actually.
Well, yeah. Well,
I normally will shut that down immediately, but that's you got me.
Hey man, I'm just saying we in New Orleans.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back.
We're gonna do another one in like a week.
We're gonna do another one in a week. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. shadowpeoplepodcast@gmail.com for all your questions and concerns. We got a TikTok. We got a
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We got a TikTok. We got an Instagram. We got all kind of shit. I want y'all to tune in next week. I don't know if it's next week. It might be next week. I don't know. But don't ask me shit about time. I done been in 20 different time zones in the past. Don't ask me shit. I'm just glad I'm here now. But the next episode is going to be very, very special because we're going to have some very special guests. We're going to have what I affectionately call the YN episode, which is going to feature my son Rasul and my 3 younger brothers, Caleb, Kenjero, and Jeremiah. So this is going to be some wild shit because these niggas is crazy, all of them. So we appreciate you tuning in. We want to shout out the Brown Hound Sounds. Pound Town. Pound Town is in here. Shout out to Drew and Danny Abel, the DA, for having us. And I'm about to go kick Doug Belot's ass because he has been messing this podcast up all day. He been in here fucking with shit. And I'm just playing. That's my man.
He was in here doing voices off camera, which is...
That's what I'm saying. See, that would have been perfect for the Patreon, bro.
Right.
That shit would have been crazy.
Exactly.
We need to just have like a security camera in here and let that be.
Right. No, Drew doesn't want that.
No. No, he don't either. I know he don't. All right, man. I'm Nigel Hall.
Derrick Freeman.
And we're the Shadow People. Thank you for tuning in. God bless.
Thanks for listening and watching.